Hey everyone, it's Lindsay. I'm so glad to have you back here at my channel, and today is a craft with me. Normally on Mondays I do marketplace journals, but I'm just switching with Tuesday today. And we have a craft with me, and I'm going to be playing with VectoriaDesigns, their new vintage library kit. And I'm going to be working in this collection of journals that I'm working on. And so we're going to be making ephemera for them using the VectoriaDesigns vintage library kit. So here's my collection. I'm in the middle of them. I decided to do a collection of journals this time to kind of knock a whole bunch out at once. I had a ton of graham cracker boxes that needed to be used. My boys love graham crackers. They're obsessed with them. They eat them with milk like cereal in the morning. And I did when I was a girl. My mom did. My grandpa did. It's just kind of in the family. And it's weird. But we love it. And I don't really do it anymore, but they do. And so I have a ton of graham cracker boxes. So I've made these 6 5x7 journals. And they are textured wallpapers on the front and back. And I've inked the white ones. And they're blue and purple. I have some vintage fabric and also some blue fabric. I've sewn the signatures into one. They're going to have tassels. They're going to have 3 signatures, but they need lots of embellishing. So we're going to be working on ephemera for them. If you want to pre-order any of these, you could send me a message or an email. They're not done yet. It's probably going to take me 1 to 2 weeks to finish them, depending upon how much time I have to spend on them. But blue and purple, just going to give you a little idea of some of the papers and what they look like. The signatures are together. Floral, so blue, purple, floral. And I'm going to put in a touch of vintage with VectoriaDesigns kit. So video's not really about these journals. It's just showing you what I'm making. So let's get into the digitals. Okay, so I have printed some of the pages from this kit. If you look in the description box below, VectoriaDesigns has a freebie you can get. I don't think I printed the freebie for today, but you can click the link below, the freebie link. And if you sign up for the freebie, you also get a coupon code to use with the kit in their Etsy shop. Those links are below. So I've printed out, and can you see how perfect these are going to be with these blue and purple journals? They're vintage, but they have hints of a blue, kind of a mauve-ish purple. A purple. They are perfect. And so I'm going to add my floral touch to them, and we're going to make ephemera. So you know how much I love VectoriaDesigns, and I love creating with their digitals. And then I printed a few of the papers. I didn't print all of them because I'm not actually creating a journal right now with them, but this page is so irresistible to me with its gorgeous collage, and this one as well. So I printed some of these 8.5 by 11, not really the journal page ones. There's some journal page ones as well. I thought we could cut some of those out. I love those. And then these are just public domain images that are blue and purple that I'm going to be using as well. So these are from Vintage Image Club. In my shop, if you have them, it's the blue and purple, and the iris folder is where I got them from. And just a little note, I did post on my Facebook group, but my image clubs are being retired. They're being retired to Ultimate Lifetime Collection. I've gone into all of the reasons on my Facebook group. I won't belabor them here, but you can go over to my Facebook group, find that post, or you can message me if you have any questions. If you've purchased any of the clubs, you still have access to all of the images. And if you've purchased the clubs and you want a discount on Ultimate Lifetime, message me. I'll give you a discount on Ultimate Lifetime. But I want to focus more on new designs and on my Creative Fabrica fans page. And so it's just time to retire these beautiful clubs that I still hope will get lots of use, because there's so many, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of images. So we're going to be using these public domain images with the VectoriaDesigns collection kit here, to create some ephemera. So a few things I've brought with me, and that is my art glitter glue. Love it. One of my favorite, very well used stencils. Some washi tapes in purples and blues. I don't know that I'm going to use all this. It's just what I've grabbed. I also brought an Oohoo glue stick we might need. Some fabric scraps in blue. This is a purple, like a vintage purple hanky. Some of this vintage fabric here as well. We might use those. Some hand-dyed papers here that I've used. I think these are brown, like a brown and an orange kind of together. But it just looks like a vintage, nice vintage paper. I might use that. Some scraps of cardstock in blue and purple. Scalloped scissors, regular scissors, a little purple ink pad. I've been mentioning how I'm trying to use up little purple ink pad, or little ink pads. And I think I got this in one of the D-stash lots that I buy off of eBay. And I'm using this one up. And I still love to do swaps with any of you who have extra inks and stuff laying around that you're done with and you want to trade, maybe for a journal or something. So let me know. And then an old book that we're going to use some of the pages as bases. All right, I really don't know what direction we're going to go. This is just how I craft best, is I decide what I'm going to be using and then I get right down to it. So I want to start off with some of these bigger bases that are already the size of journal cards. And I love the torn edge look of these. And you could tear it to get that effect or painstakingly cut it out, or you can just kind of cut it as a rectangle like I am. Hopefully I can see straight. I just put in my contacts. I normally wear glasses and I haven't worn my contacts in a while because of all the pollen. I'm hoping that's kind of done for the season. My eyes won't be so dry and itchy, but they're still acclimating. So if I don't cut straight, that's the problem. So my goal and idea here is to just do some embellishing with these beautiful digitals and adding some florals to them. And hopefully these will all be wonderful to put into my blue and purple journals and add the vintage flair, because I hope you all know by now how much I love to pair modern and vintage. And VectoriaDesigns does an amazing job of doing a ton of vintage. Love all their little pieces. Look, this says date and entry. I know that's going to be a good one to use. I'm going to want to use some of these words. I'm positive of that. All right, let's just start with what we've done here. We won't get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm going to start with this here. And one thing I've learned when I work on projects, let me see if I can get a scrap piece of just this manila folder. That way I can work on that and not get my surface dirty. Is if I pull out what I want to work with and stick mostly to that, I don't get as much creative block. I don't get as stuck. I kind of minimalize what I'm working with and I get a lot further. Hopefully I'm in frame here. Hopefully. Okay. I'm going to grab my stencil. We're going to add a little background. Now I didn't think this through the whole way, so this will be fun. Because I didn't bring like a blending brush. So we're just going to tap it down. Can't see very well. There we go. Just kind of rub a little bit of the pattern onto that there. Just as kind of a background. It says reserve. And then I'm thinking, I do want to add a lot of purples and blues to these so that they match. I'm going to ink that up. Hopefully my art glitter glue chooses to, oh yeah, it comes right out today. More than it normally does. It's going to make a big mess. Yeah. Just going to start layering up. That is one of the most amazing things with the VectoriaDesigns is their layering ability. They have so many different sizes of ephemera. You can just so easily just gonna add on washi. You don't have to be a pro for any of this. You're just having fun. You know, I have some cool stamps here. These are from In Love Arts, and they're floral, like, kind of like floral circle stamps. I think these would go wonderfully. Oh yeah. See the fun? Just layering it up a little bit there. I think I'm going to end up going really heavy on purple. Maybe we'll grab a little blue. What is this called? It's a Twistables. Crayola Twistables. It's a colored pencil. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Love that. So we will set that aside. We'll look at our next one. I think we need to make this a little bit more feminine for the journals I'm doing. There are these gentlemen here at like a bookstore. So let's pull out one of my florals, public domain floral here, and see if we can fussy cut something out. Why not? I hope that everyone is doing well. You're enjoying your summer. I have the luxury of creating this craft with me this Sunday evening. We just got back in from the pool, and my husband and boys are out there just enjoying the evening, and I thought I would do this craft with me with you guys, and got a busy week coming up. I probably will be taking Friday, maybe through Monday off, definitely through Sunday off. I don't know if I'll have an extra video to pop on. I've got a family reunion I'm hosting and lots going on. So if I'm not too present some days this coming week and a half, that is why. July is my big vacation month. I have a Florida vacation planned later too. But I want to make sure I still show up for you guys. Give you inspiration, show you what I'm working on. See, just added a flower. Look at how cool that looks. I love it. Maybe we'll use this stamp again, just lightly, like off the edge, just slightly, kind of mirroring that one. Perfect. All right, let's have some fun with, okay. This end page from the book has some gorgeous patina to it. I've got a tear ruler here. Make some thin, long and thin journal cards. I have no idea what. I even like that it says Miss Jerry Carter, with that name on there. So we'll do 3 long, thin journal cards. Let's see, where's my stencil? I'm not used to crafting back here, so I'm like, where is everything? The biggest tip I have for all of you is to not be afraid to mess up and to just go for it. Because you never know what you're going to come up with and how much you're going to love it until you try it. All right, maybe. All right, let's look at our VectoriaDesigns here. I am loving some of these words. Look at these words. Imagination. Enchanted. Grab those out of here. There we go. And I think, oh, I kind of like this little label here. Come on, eyes, focus. We're not used to the contacts. Beautiful. really overdoing it on this purple ink. I think I needed to grab a blue one too, but... All right, I want to keep these journal cards really minimalistic because I think they're going to look great on a busier page. And then you have that beautiful patina of the book page showing through. If I try to cover it like with a collage, I really don't think I'm going to like the outcome as much. And give a good place to journal on. So you have Mrs. Jerry Carter there, and I think I'll just put Enchanted under her name like that. Love those. Those are going to be great. All right. What else do we want? Look at that alphabet one. Woo. Gorgeous font there. Now, I really am liking the nature of, I don't know if I should do it this way, the edges, how they're, where is my tear ruler? How they're really rugged, and I'm wondering if I can keep that. Yeah. It's because it's on cardstock, Lindsay. Why are you doing this? Yeah. There we go. Maybe I'll just do it this way. I just kind of tear it all the way around. See how I like that. If I don't, it can always become a collage piece. Nope, I do like that though. And I think if I just add purple to the edges, this is going to be so perfect to just glue down on the edge of a page. I'm not even going to add anything to it. It's so beautiful. All right. Well, I think we have a great journal card base right here that we can add something to. Let's take advantage of that. All right, let's pull up some of these. So beautiful. Look at the little ladies reading the book. I really think that'll go well. A couple of videos ago, I think it was 2 videos ago, I did a Craft With Me tutorial on making an ephemera folder to hold VectoriaDesigns vintage birds. And you could make one using that tutorial to hold the ephemera from any of their collections. So check out that video as well. Let's see, and think we are going to use the word inspire. I love words. I like them in different fonts and colors like they have here. Gives a different feel. So there's that one. Making some excellent progress here. Ooh, look at that. Looks like a rug or a book cover or a playing card. Could really play it a lot of different ways. It's probably a book cover. These are printed on a semi-gloss paper. Kind of love the look of that. And I have an idea. I don't know whether I'll like it, but my eye caught this little stack of letters. And I might want to layer it on top of that book cover we just cut out. So you can make ephemera as you go, or you can do what we're doing right now, and we're making several pieces that we will have to pull from when I'm working on decorating this journal collection. And VectoriaDesigns, their collections are definitely perfect for when you're doing a multi-journal collection because they contain so many pages of ephemera and so many different sizes that you get a ton to work with. You will never run out of inspiration, or pieces for that matter. All right, so I was thinking about putting that there, kind of loving that, but I feel like it needs something else. I think it needs a little bit of fabric or washi tape. I don't know. Let's try fabric and then we'll see. Oh, that pairs really well. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut that off to use somewhere else. But I don't want to cover up too much of it. That is pretty. Should we pull a little more blue in here maybe? Some cardstock as well, or is that going to be a little banner? Let's see. You can try things, and then if you don't use it on that particular ephemera piece, you just set it aside here where you can reach it, and you might use it on a different one. So, oh, that's the textured side. This is a textured cardstock. All right, let's maybe be a little straighter and see. I really like that. There we go. That's different. I'm going for different here, obviously. Tack that down first. That glue will show through the thin hanky, but that's okay because we're covering it with the textured cardstock and with a little stack of letters. We've just made a really neat little piece of ephemera here, and I could put a vintage button or something on it, or just leave it more flat like that. Lovely. What else can we get into here? Well, I'm thinking we might need to do a collage while we're at it. I don't want this video to be super long. Just pull out a vintage page here for our base. It's about mulches. How boring is that? All right, and we are going to, well, I don't want to, here is my tear ruler. Figure out what size I want this journal card to be. My journals aren't huge. They're only 5 by 7, so I don't want my journal cards to be giant or they won't even fit in there. Since I'm not sewing these right now, I need to make sure that that glue is all the way up to the edge. I could sew it later, but I really don't want to have to right now. I'd rather just have it like that. Okay, I'm going to pull out some of these papers here. Ooh, let's do this nice vintagey one here for the back. So we're just going to lightly glue the whole area. Make sure those edges are caught with the glue. Stick it down, press it down. I'm going to use my tear ruler because I'm enjoying the texture it's giving the paper. You could use a pair of scissors or a trimmer. Don't need to keep that piece. I try to keep scraps. I really, really do, but there's a limit to what I keep. All right, we got some great tear effects going on there. I think that will be the back. So here, what do I want to cover it with? Okay. And maybe this one, and then we'll do an image on the front. I really don't figure it out ahead of time. Oh, I fly by the seat of my pants, and that's what I enjoy doing. Inspiration often does not hit me until I get started. Then my head gets full of ideas. Hopefully I put this the right way. Keep the big scraps here because There's a lot we can do with that. Yes. Oh, did I do that upside down? No, I didn't. Is that the right way? It's the right way. Phew. Okay. Let's ink it so I can get the feeling of it being finished, and then I can figure out what I want to put on the front of it. Oh, maybe a floral. Or, I'm thinking I'm loving these butterflies here. Let's do a tear edge on that as well while we're at it. So this is from the blue and purple folder under Vintage Image Club, if you own that. If you don't, you can get it under the Ultimate Lifetime Collection in my shop. Okay. That's pretty. Add that touch of purple around the edges. And do I want to add some fabric? How much do I want to push this? That's too blue. Oh, I think I like it just by itself. Sometimes adding more doesn't always make it better. Oh, I love that. Let's pull out one of these stamps again. Just kind of ghost stamp it. Lightly stamp it. I really love how that came out, and the thickness feels so good. Oh, I love it. Okay, well, I still have a lot of scraps. I don't want this video to be forever long, but I'm sure I'm going to continue using these scraps throughout the journal. I just wanted to play a little bit and show you what I was working on. And so during this time, this is what we've created. All of these little pieces that we can use in those journals. So when I do a completed flip through of the journals, you will get to see these used in the journals. And if you want to pre-order and reserve one of the journals or more so that you know they're going to you, send me a message or an email so we can work that out. I hope you all have a wonderful day. You'll subscribe if you have not. Check out the VectoriaDesigns Vintage Library Collection. And I will see all of you tomorrow with a whole bunch of journals that will be added into the marketplace.